All right, welcome back to Learn Why. I wanted to show you some of the results I'm getting with Pinterest and how we can go out there and actually start using tools and insights and analytics inside of Pinterest to go out there and actually start creating pins that are on topic and on point with your Pinterest account and your niche, and how you can go out and start building and growing your Pinterest account, and then in turn getting traffic, more traffic to your website, right? And we know that websites are recovering right now. Affiliate websites are recovering supposedly from the Google algorithmic updates recently, but I'm never going to rely on solely on Google, and I don't think you should either. So that's why I've taken a lot more of an interest in tools and platforms like Pinterest to get traffic and to have more sustainable traffic, even with, if your site gets less traffic from getting hit by an algorithm update, you'll still have traffic and a business from your Pinterest account and your YouTube videos and all kinds of different ways to get traffic, right? So right here, you're looking at the LearnWire account, Pinterest account, and you got to keep in mind that this is not even a popular niche on Pinterest. There are certain niches that will perform better. It usually has to do with do it yourself, anything that's beauty and makeup, DIY, health and fitness. Those niches perform well on Pinterest, and techie niches, software, things like that don't really do well. But you can see right over here, we're growing our account, and we're plus 60% right here, plus 143% on saves, plus 72% on outbound clicks. The important one is this outbound clicks, because that's what people are actually going to be clicking and going over to visit your website from Pinterest. So obviously you want to get this up to hundreds or even thousands per month. I'm still itty bitty right now, but if you go back to my first Pinterest video, it was literally like a month ago. We had literally nothing over here. So if you look at impressions, for example, around August 5th, right? So not even a month ago, we were only getting 500 impressions per day, 512. And then you look at just a couple of days ago, we got 2,000 impressions in one day, and we're averaging at least 1,000 impressions a day right over here. So that is literally double the amount of impressions, and it's practically overnight. It's in less than a month. We've been able to achieve this. We're going to go out, and you can see all you have to do is it's kind of like the 80-20 rule. You're going to have 20% of your pins are going to get the saves and the pin clicks and so forth. Look at all these clicks from these pins right here. But it is a numbers game, right? You want to publish a certain amount of pins, and about 20% of them are going to perform really well, and the other ones are really not going to reach. Another thing too is that what I like about Pinterest is once a pin takes off, it kind of gains momentum and gets a lot of power behind it, and it doesn't go away. It's kind of like a search engine, kind of like a blog post that is ranking well, or a YouTube video that's ranking well, and it's really hard to knock it off. And it really seems to gain momentum and just continue to perform well. So it's totally different than like Facebook or Twitter, because those platforms, they have a very short lifespan. When you create a post on those, you could create a post and post it on, X or Facebook, and within 24 hours, it's pretty much seen its light of day, and that's it. And it fades away, and most people will never see that post again. It's different on Pinterest. It seems to gain traction and gain momentum, and it will end up getting rankings, and then it's very hard to knock it off. So what are we going to do over here is we're going to go up here. I recommend just upgrading your account to a business account, because that's where you're going to get the analytics like this. You're not going to get analytics like this and know what pins are performing well, what topics are performing well, if you don't upgrade to a business account. It's free. It's one click away. Just upgrade to a business account, because then you're going to get all these analytics over here. Okay. Now what you do is you come over here, and then you go over to this Pinterest trends. So we can click on this. It's going to open up. It's basically a tool that you're going to be able to use. And you're going to be able to see, they're actually going to give you some trends and subjects right over here. If any of these stand out, a lot of times they don't mean anything to me, but if they stand out to you and you kind of know what it's actually talking about, then you should be creating pins on these exact phrases, these exact keywords. Those don't really mean anything to me. Like I said, my niche is not even really, I'm not even sure this is really even a niche on Pinterest, but we're still pushing through. We're still going for it. But what you can do is you can scroll down here. You can actually look at all this fall outfits, anything to do with dress and attire. Those do well. You can go over here into interests, and this is where you can kind of go and look and see within what topic, food and drink does well. You can click on that. And it's going to tell you what keywords and phrases are doing well and what if they are trending. So this is all the tool you need, because if you're creating content on what's trending, chances are you're going to start getting more rankings and more visits and views and so forth. But what I do is you can also come up here and start typing in stuff, right? So if I went up here and I type in website, so if I just type in website, now it's kind of crazy. Let me go back for a second and just show you, like, my niche is AI, software, AI writing. And just check this out. When you type in AI, nothing comes up. I mean, you've got air fryers, hair dryer, airport, AI writer does not show up at all. There's nothing with software engineer, so these are, the closest that we would get is maybe talking about a software engineer or something like that, right? So my niche really is not discoverable. And so I have to think of new ways to kind of go about finding keywords on Pinterest. So what I'll do here is I'll just type in like website. What is going on with websites? So you've got web to site design, and look, you can see the trends over here, like websites to watch movies for free. These would all be good, and it's trending up right over here, right? So you've got websites, you got website design. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on websites and watch what happens when I click on websites. It's going to take you over to Pinterest. This looks a lot like Google Trends, but it's actually Pinterest Trends. And what we're going to be able to do is see over time what the interest is. And right now we're kind of at an all-time high for websites, but what does websites mean, right? It could mean a million different things. So what you'll do is you'll scroll down, and here is where it gets more fun, is that they're going to give you related trends: secret websites, fun websites, cool websites, cute websites. Look at these, just completely took off. Nowhere to be seen. And then all of a sudden, boom, hockey stick growth right there. Cool websites, fun websites, secret websites. This is where you want to go and start doing some research. And you can actually look at pins, popular pins, what's going on right over here. We could click on cool websites right over here and just look at the trend compared, like cool websites has taken off like crazy compared to even websites, right? So we want to do something with that. And then it dives in even deeper. You can kind of look right over here. You can look at the demographics right over here. And then again, look at more pins. So now what we're going to do is we can go and take this kind of cool websites theme, right? So we know we can create content around cool websites. So then what I'll do is I'll go over to a keyword research tool. I'm in SE ranking right now, and I'll type in cool websites, and I'll just see kind of what keywords we've got over here, kind of what the search volume is and so forth. And it looks like a lot of times when people are typing in cool websites, more or less than not, it has to do with people that are kind of looking for cool websites when they're bored. Like you can see bored, it just keeps going. Most of the time, it kind of has to do with people being bored and they're looking for some cool websites to kind of kill time. They're bored. They just want to go and play games or something like that, right? So that's kind of like the theme. So we would go with that, like cool websites, and maybe we can do further research. But I'm going to go with that. And then what you would do is you'd come over here and you type that into Google, cool websites for when you are bored, right? So there's like a keyword right there. And what we do is, you can use the AI right over here because it's going to do the research for you. You can go over to a site that's already kind of done this for you and grab those. So what I did was I grabbed a couple, right? Like you got this GeoGuessr, you got Mental Floss, Wordle. And what you do is you just open these up and maybe take a screenshot. So we'll go with like Mental Floss right here and maybe take a screenshot of that. Capture that, then maybe pull up this other one, Wordle bot, and maybe we'll just kind of take a screenshot of that as well, right? And I'll show you what we're going to do with those screenshots in just a minute. We took another one a minute ago. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come over, and we're going to go into Canva, and you'll just type in Pinterest, template. And this one, because it has 3, I'm going to go ahead and select this one. Don't worry, we're going to change the way it looks in just a minute. So what we would do is we would take this green, obviously, and maybe I'd make it like black. And then maybe we would basically put, let's just say 10, because that seems to always be like the best number for like listicle type posts, right? So we'll go with 10. I'm going to highlight both of these and kind of move them over and move this over a little bit as well. And then what we would do is, what is our keyword that we want to go with? So I would do it based on volume right over here. So cool to go on when you're bored. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but cool websites to visit when bored. I like that one. So what we would do is we would just copy that and come into Canva. And then what I would do is just paste that in, and cool websites to, so I'm going to go ahead and take this part here and move it up here to the top. So we're going to go and make this bigger now. So cool websites, we're going to move that up a little bit to visit when bored. And we could even make this bigger. Now you could change the text, obviously. Maybe we want to highlight the text here and find something that's a little bit more marketable for tech. So Anton's good, Leak Spartan is good, Bato is good. We can go and just look at something that's going to stand out a little bit more from a techie standpoint. I like Poppins. I've always liked Poppins as well, but that's cool. That looks cool right there. So we'll go with cool websites. We'll move that over just a little bit. So kind of, design it the way you want. I'm going to highlight that, change the font up here as well. And I think that we'll just go with Anton on that one. That way I can highlight this and then just increase the font size, make it a lot bigger like that. And then maybe we can make this 10 a lot bigger and then just hover and maybe move it over just a little bit like that. So there you go. 10 cool websites to visit when bored. Now we need to change these out. So then we'll go over to our uploads and we'll upload some files that we took some screenshots for today. And it's going to be all 3 of these. So we'll just highlight those and we'll move them into our uploads folder inside of Pinterest. And then what we'll do is whatever one's going to look better on each one. So maybe we go with something like that and move that up like that. And then maybe move this one over here. And then I would double click in here and I would move over so we can clearly see the Wordle bot in the New York Times and a little bit of that robot. So that looks pretty good like that. And then we would just grab that other one right over here. It's right here and drag it over here. And we want the mental floss part to be. So what I'm actually going to do is kind of fix this up. What we'll do is I'm going to duplicate, or I'm just going to add a page and I'm going to drag this over here and you'll see what I'm doing in just a sec. So right over here, I'm going to highlight it and then I'm just going to crop and I just want the mental floss part. So done. And then I'm going to throw that one over here and just going to move it on right here like so. So we clearly know what the website is. Might have to use our arrows to move this over a little bit like so. And then what I'll do is I'll grab this guy again, and then we'll go ahead and crop it one more time. And we will move this over so that you can kind of see just a little image of what it looks like. And then we will bring this over like so and resize. So if that makes sense. So then now you've got this pin that looks pretty cool. It's definitely customized. AI did not do this. We built this ourselves. Maybe come in here, 10 cool websites. It needs to pop a little bit more. So I'm going to go and highlight this in a really bold red, if you will. So we have 10 cool websites to visit when bored. Maybe move this up just a little bit and that's good. So then what we would do is we would go and copy our cool websites to go to, cool websites to visit, right? So I'm going to copy and then I'm going to go back in and I'm going to just highlight this whole thing and paste in our main keyword right there. We'll get rid of the second page right there. And then what we'll do is we'll share and then we'll download. So what we need to do now is we would actually go and make a post on our website about this 10 cool websites to visit when bored, right? A lot of different ways you can do that. I'm not going to show you in this tutorial. You could use Koala. That's probably what I'm going to use is just Koala and go in there and we can write a nice little post, go put that on our website because it's relevant to our website. And then what we can do is we're going to have some pins like this that are laser focused, laser targeted, researched, and we're going to put that on and go and publish this on Pinterest. And then for that particular Pinterest post, what we'll do is we will actually put the new URL of the post that we just created. You can actually put that specifically. So when people click on this pin, when they find it on Pinterest, they're actually going to go to that website or to that specific blog post that you made on your website. And then they're going to be able to read the content. So you're bringing visitors and they're highly targeted and you're giving them the content and the answers of what they're looking for. So super, super cool method of using Pinterest. So go out there and I recommend building a YouTube channel, building Pinterest, start getting more traffic to your website in other ways than not just Google. Okay. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this little Pinterest update. I'm going to be doing more videos like this, just kind of taking you on my journey of how I'm getting more traffic to my websites and more creative ways to do this. So join me, make sure you just subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.